Okay, so we have probably like 4 inches of snow, which is not much. You know, I tried to take my D110 out, figuring it would get stuck, but I could just like kick snow out of the way. It's not that much. And if too bad, I just turn around and come back. Well, we got about a half mile out and it got stuck, but I had to turn it off because I can't, otherwise I have to put the wheel lock on. I wanted to be able to push it. I cleared it, but then the engine wouldn't start. So I put a new battery in it and it wouldn't crank more than 3 turns of a crankshaft rotation. I'm thinking the head gasket is blown again. God knows how. One final hand twist of the crankshaft and a start, and it came online, and we headed our ass back home. So that has to go to the shop to get fixed. So that is not going to help us. When we get back to the RX-73, we tried that today, and that was not working, and we'll go into all that in a moment. But so I've done this before. Here's our 6-foot toboggan, or 8-foot toboggan, I guess, maybe somewhere in there. But I've used this before, but since I have to hand pull it, I'm only taking exactly what I need. So there's 3 wind damaged, hung up trees. So I'm taking this because at some point my chainsaw will get bound and with some cut that I didn't understand, and I will use that to pry it free instead of taking an additional chainsaw, which is more weight. I'm taking my helmet because these are hung up trees. I'm sure things are going to be falling down on my head, unbeknownst to me. An extra set of gloves to work with wet snow. We're taking these gloves because those are nice dry leather gloves when I'm working a chainsaw so things aren't slipping. Water bottle, an extra bungee because we might use this to move some logs too, and this cell phone. Let's get started. All right, here's our RX-73, and we have, a more aggressive tire on the back. And I took it for a rip around here. Like, there isn't that much snow, like, I don't know, 3 inches? Did fine, but we go down here a little bit, and we'll see what happened. All right, so we were doing pretty good until we got to here, and then things didn't go well. And let's see why. Okay, I think maybe we can see better. Yeah, so see here, somehow something was holding it up, so the wheel dug in, but it's like ice, so it broke through a surface, and now it just sits in this little thing and won't dig itself out because it's all icy underneath, right? And it happened over here again. See, I'm trying to, it's a light tractor. I just get off and push it out, but that's the problem. It was digging in, breaking through when it was digging in, and then it gets stuck. So I don't know. I've used these tractors on this trail before with more snow. I don't know what's going on, but I guess I'm supposed to experience the toboggan today. So that's what we're doing. All right, we pulled our toboggan, and here is one wind damaged, hung up tree. And I'm thinking this one, I gotta cut the butt and pull it this way, and that will go that way and then come out, I think. These two, that one, I think is gonna slide that way once I release it because it's pinned between 2 small trees here, shrubs, whatever. I think I gotta cut one of those, probably this one, and then push, and I'm thinking it's gonna roll off of those branches that way, maybe. What about this one back here? That one is hung up in a crotch. So I'm thinking that has to get butt pulled backwards. I think we're gonna try this one just because it's one of the most open. Let's see what happens. I guess that one kind of worked as we thought. Cut that loose and butt pull it. I get that one out. So branches go on brush pile. I think all this is gonna go for firewood. Maybe we'll put it on toboggan and haul it. We'll see, but I like to work on those trees, and I'm starting to sweat, so I gotta take some layers off. All right, we got 4 smaller logs, you know. The biggest one is probably 6 maybe, I don't know. And we got stuff in a brush pile. Let's see which one we're gonna do next. We got some more firewood logs. That one, yeah, it's probably 5 inches maybe, but it's nice and straight. So I'm gonna try to put it on a sawmill, get a little bit out of it. That leaves us our third one for the day. It's hung up in that crotch. I think I have to pull it backwards until it releases. That's my thought. So I clean up a little bit first. And it is caught right in that crotch there. So I think my next best endeavor is after, not today because it's getting late, we have a dinner party tonight, but we're gonna need to get the come along and a strap, and this is my plan. We're going to tie off the bottom of the butt, and we're gonna go over here to this tree here, and hopefully we're going to pull his butt up and back, and that either will release from that crotch or it will snap. And if not, yeah, I don't know. I guess that's my go-to plan right now. And that's gonna conclude today work on a trail. Hands are kind of cold. I gotta put my coat on because I'm starting to get cold now. I was sweating a lot when I was hauling logs, but now we're gonna pack up the toboggan and head back.